Let's learn about input-output tables. So you send your input in and out comes your output. Another way to look at this is you put in an independent variable, an x, okay? You do a function to it, and then out pops the dependent variable or your y. Let's put it into numbers. X equals 2, our independent variable. Here's our function, y equals 2x. So we put x in, and out comes y is equal to 4. 2 times 2. Now, we can also list this as the function of x is equal to 2x. So let's start with a different independent input here. X equals 6, and out comes your y, your function of x, your output, 12. 6 times 2 is 12. Now, most famously, you'll see these as an input-output table. All right, and it's the same thing. Don't get confused. The f of x there, that f parentheses x, it just means what happens after you put it into the function. So what is the function? Negative 3x minus 3. So let's plug 1 in. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. Let's plug that into our output. Remember, that is our y. That's our dependent variable. That's our function of x. Plug in 2. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Minus 3 is negative 9. Plug that in. We'll do the other two a little quicker. Plug in the 3. Your output is negative 12. Plug in the 4. Your output is negative 15. Notice how the output creates also a pattern. This is a linear function. Look familiar? Y equals mx plus b. I know this is going to seem odd, but another way to write a function is g of x, okay? Why g? Well, I'm not sure, but when you see g and then a parentheses x, you know you're looking for the output value there. So input here, in this case, is going to be 4. So let's plug that in to our function. Order of operations, let's take care of that exponent first, and we'll go to our multiplication at the end. 4 squared is 16, leave the plus 3, negative 6 times 4, minus 24. Left to right, add to subtract. Here we go. 19 minus 24, and our answer is negative 5. We'll plug that in and do the rest a lot quicker. Okay, 5 gets plugged in and negative 2. 6 gets plugged in, it's 3. 7 gets plugged in, it's 10. You'll notice how the values change here. That, everyone, is a quadratic function, and you're going to graph that as a parabola. One final note. If it's an input-output table, it will have only one input, and you will only be able to come out with one output. Otherwise, it's not a proper function.